Ever wonder why one private chef charges $85 a head, and another charges $200 for the exact same roast chicken? The difference usually isn't the chicken at all. It's the story wrapped around it, and that story is what we call authenticity. Authenticity sounds like some fancy culinary buzzword, but really it just means people believe you're the real deal. If your grandma taught you to make tamales in a kitchen in Oaxaca, that's authentic. If you watch 3 seasons of a cooking show and now call yourself a taco expert, that's a costume, not a resume. Here's the twist though. Authenticity doesn't have to mean tradition. You can be a caterer who fuses Korean barbecue with Texas brisket and still be completely authentic. Because authenticity is about being honest about who you actually are, not about following some ancient rule book. Think about it like this. A private chef who grew up in a food truck family and now does 5-course tasting menus isn't faking anything. They're just letting 2 worlds collide, and clients eat that up, literally and figuratively. A lot of new chefs think they need a made-up backstory to sound impressive. Nobody wants the fake European training story when you actually learned everything from your aunt in a home kitchen in New Jersey. So just tell the real version, it usually sells better anyway. Clients hire private chefs for dinner parties because they want an experience, not just food, and that experience is built on trust. If they sense you're performing a version of yourself instead of just being yourself, that trust cracks faster than a badly tempered chocolate shell. Let's talk positioning for a second, because that word gets thrown around like confetti at a wedding nobody asked to attend. Positioning simply means deciding what you're known for, so instead of being a caterer who does everything, you become the caterer who does the best backyard barbecue for 40 people. Here's a fun history nugget. In the 1970s, private chefs mostly served the ultra-wealthy, and it was seen as this untouchable luxury service. Fast forward to today, and home cooks with strong social media pages are booking private dinners in regular suburban kitchens, so the whole industry got a democracy upgrade. That shift means anyone with skill and a clear identity can compete, even against chefs with fancy culinary school degrees. Your unique angle, whether it's plant-based comfort food or spicy Caribbean fusion, is worth more than a diploma sitting in a drawer somewhere. A common mistake is trying to appeal to everyone at once. If you say you do Italian, French, Japanese, and barbecue all equally well, people get confused about what you actually specialize in, and confused customers rarely book anything. Instead, pick your lane, even if it feels limiting at first. A caterer known specifically for elevated soul food gets remembered, while a caterer who does a little bit of everything often gets forgotten by dinner time. There's also a psychological trick happening here. Humans trust specificity way more than generality. Saying, "I've catered 200 weddings using my family's Jamaican jerk recipe," sounds way more credible than "I cook lots of different cuisines really well." Doubt creeps in for a lot of chefs though, especially when they see competitors doing something flashier. But copying someone else's brand just makes you a knockoff version of them, and nobody pays premium prices for a knockoff. The real lesson here isn't about food at all, it's about identity. Once you stop trying to be everyone's chef and start being your own specific kind of chef, clients find you instead of you chasing them. So the next time someone asks what makes your cooking authentic, you don't need a rehearsed speech, you just need the truth about where you came from and what you're good at. Want to learn more about how we help chefs and caterers build that kind of positioning? Check out our links in the description.